Foley, I want you to say it loud and proud. This is Monster Jam!
We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness.
Indianapolis, this is JCB Racing. 12 drivers have been seated into the bracket, but 4 of our fastest drivers from last weekend have an automatic buy-in into round 2. But first up, 8 trucks go head-to-head. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
We are going to get ready here for our first head-to-head matchup in the gray lane. Please welcome Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. And her opponent racing out of the blue lane. Please welcome Joe Foley, Axe. Axe has a 1-0 advantage in head-to-heads this 2025 season. The winner will move on to see Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. Staging lights lit at the far end of our race lanes. It's time to go racing! Take a look at the super glued to the action replay. Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer advances on into round 2. She will cross the finish line with a time of 19.877. The official JCB Racing bracket up on the video board as we're going to get set here for our second head-to-head matchup in round 1. In the gray lane, please welcome Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. And in the blue lane, please welcome Jim Kohler, Avenger. Jurassic Attack is 4-0 in head-to-heads here this year. Jim Kohler and Avenger looking for some redemption here. The winner would see Chris Kohler and Mayhem. Outside yellow lights means our drivers need to head to the starting line. 2 yellow lights means they're fired and ready to go. Let's go green! You can see all of those staging lights have been canceled out. We're going to restage outside yellow light. Drivers need to fire their engines, head to the starting line. You see 2 yellow lights. That means they're staged at the starting line, and they'll be looking for that green light, awaiting the approach of Avenger to go racing. Attack. You see Avenger getting hooked up just a little bit there on the blue lane on that far turn. Cost him some crucial seconds. Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack takes full advantage. He will lock in a time of 19.890. Fastest time of the night so far, still belonging to Lucas Stabilizer, 19.877. We're going to get ready here for our third head-to-head matchup in round one. In the gray lane, please welcome Bari Musauer, Zombie. And racing out of the blue lane, please welcome Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Zombie is 1-0 against Megalodon this year. The winner will see Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher in round two. We await the approach of Megalodon to the starting line. It is time to go green. Zombie and Bari Musauer advances on into round two. We will take a look at that Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. A 20.007 for Zombie. We are coming up on our last head-to-head matchup here in round one, and then we will have the bracket there set for round two as we see that up on the video board right now, the JCB Racing bracket. Racing out of the gray lane, please welcome Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. His opponent racing out of the blue lane, please welcome Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Gravedigger is 1-0 in head-to-heads against Mike Christensen and Vendetta here this season. The winner will see Thunder Roars and Colt Stevens in round two. Waiting for Vendetta to pull to the starting line. Let's go racing! Advancing on, Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. There you see the win there by Gravedigger. Much needed there for Tyler Meninga as he clocks in a time of 19.868. That is the fastest time of the night so far.
This is round two of JCB Racing. Our fastest drivers have made it to this round. Now they're going to be competing against the four fastest drivers from last weekend. They have an automatic buy-in into round two. Who's ready for more JCB Racing?
For the first time here tonight in the gray lane, please welcome Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. And in the blue lane, we've got Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer advancing on there into round two. The winner will move on to your JCB Racing semifinal round. This is the first time meeting for these two here this season as they get ready to do battle here to see who will advance on. We are clearing those staging lights for both of our competitors to head to that starting line. They are ready, they are set, it's time to go! Remember, the finish league timing system accurate to 1/10,000th of a second. We are going to go to the timing system. Keep your eyes locked to the video board. Your winner is 4,000ths of a second, and it belongs to Lucas Stabilizer. 19.965. What an incredible race between El Toro Loco and Lucas Stabilizer. We're going to continue on the excitement by welcoming in for the first time here in the gray lane, Chris Kohler, Mayhem. And advancing on into round 2 there in the blue lane, we've got Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. This is the first time meeting for these two here in this season, and the winner will move on to your semi-final round. Jurassic Attack to the starting line first as we await the approach of Chris Kohler and Mayhem to the starting line. We're waiting for those 2 yellow lights to be lit up. It's time to go green. Jurassic Attack will advance on into your JCB Racing final round. An unfortunate slide out there at the gray lane for Chris Kohler and Mayhem. You can kind of catch that on the Super Glued to the Action replay. That would cost him the win here. 19.746. That will be the fastest time of the night so far. Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack advances on. We're going to move on with our third head-to-head matchup. For the first time here tonight, please welcome Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. And Barney Musauer and Zombie advancing on into round 2. He will be in the blue lane. Zombie is 7-1 against Classroom Crusher this year, so Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher looking for some big redemption here tonight. The winner will take on Jurassic Attack in round 2. Those staging lights reset. Remember that at the far end of each race lane at the end zone here at Lucas Oil Stadium, outside yellow light means they need to fire their engine and head to the starting line. 2 yellow lights means they're staged and ready to go. We're seeing there Barney Musauer and Zombie playing some mind games maybe with Classroom Crusher, or maybe it's Classroom Crusher playing the mind games here in round 2. Replay, another phenomenal race by 2 great competitors. Who's our winner? What a finish. Do not blink. This is huge for points. Classroom Crusher advances on with a time of 19.747. That is huge for points here in the Series Seasons points chase for Barney Musauer and Zombie. 1,000th of a second there as we move on to our last head-to-head matchup here in round 2. For the first time here tonight on the track, it's Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. And advancing on into round 2 in the blue lane, we've got Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. Now keep in mind, he is 26 points behind Barney Musauer and Zombie. If he moves on, that lead, or that points would be put a little bit smaller there for Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. A little game there playing by Colt Stevens and Thunderoris against Gravedigger. advancing on into your semifinal round. He will not finish the race due to safety issues. They're going to go check on Thunder Roars. As you see up on the replay there, Colt Stevens and Thunder Roars taking that turn and then flipping over. But Tyler Menega and Gravedigger will be moving on to see Lucas Stabilizer. Now she will have lane choice because she got an official time. So that will be a 19.965 there for Lucas Stabilizer. She will have lane choice. Also, keep in mind, lane choice will now belong to Jurassic Attack against Classroom Crusher. Those two amazing times, 19.746 for Jurassic Attack and Classroom Crusher with a 19.747. Jurassic Attack will have lane choice in your semifinal round.
Well, before and after round one of Monster Jam Racing, you may have noticed that Gravedigger left the floor and went back to the pits. Before the event even started, crew chief Matt Gahn said that he swapped out an O-ring that had blown out in one of the lines. And Tyler said that he was concerned that when that O-ring blew out, maybe it would leave some kind of debris or something in the line, and that would cause issues further down the line. And so maybe that's something that they were checking in the back between those rounds of Monster Jam Racing. Throughout the last several weeks, they've been battling rear steer issues on Gravedigger. And so last week, I know that crew chief Matt Gahn went over everything on the truck. The truck has a brand new motor and nut and bolted everything. They went through everything just to make sure that it was ready for today's event. So if we find anything else, we'll be sure to update you. But as of right now, Gravedigger's looking good out there on the track.
Casey, thank you so much for that update. And you can see the official racing bracket up on the video board. Lucas Stabilizer will be going up against Gravedigger. She will have lane choice. And Jurassic Attack will be taking on Classroom Crusher. Jurassic Attack will have lane choice in your semifinal round.
Monster Jam fans, it's time for us to have a little fun in the stands. Oh yeah, it's time for us to spin the Monster Jam wheel. You know what that means. Let's put it up and let's see what our options are. Whatever it lands on, that is what we're doing. It's the Flex Cam. Everybody, if you want to be on the big screen, especially you, come on, let's see him. Come on. Get this kid right here. He's awesome. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Come on, only a few more seconds. Let's see those flats.
Earlier today, I was catching up with some of our drivers, and multiple of them said that on this particular track, you cannot overdrive. You may have noticed through different rounds of the racing competition, around the corners, the drivers kind of hiking up on those side two tires. This dirt out here can be a little tacky, a little ruddy around those corners, and that looks like it's what happened to Colt Stevens and Thunder Roars around this turn. So that's something to keep in mind as we work our way through the Monster Jam Racing bracket, is that our drivers have to kind of keep cool, calm, and collected around the corner. Check it out right there. He actually nicked that obstacle, and it kind of threw the truck on that side as well. So, Kay, from your bird's eye view up top, what are you seeing up there?
Well, honestly, Casey, I was thinking more or less on the side of the gray lane because I was seeing the first round of racing and everyone was winning on the gray lane. And then we started seeing some of that dirt kind of turn back up. I don't know what your thoughts are, but the dirt was starting to turn up on the gray lane. And then we started seeing the problems as we were moving around through the rounds of racing.
Well, remember that as we advance through the Monster Jam racing bracket, our drivers talk about how every round feels different out here on the track. The more that the trucks drive on the track, it can compact the dirt. It can make those corners ready. So maybe that's something that we see as well, but that shows that our drivers have to adapt every single round because it's going to feel different from round 1 to round 2, the semifinals, and then the final round of racing.
Absolutely, Casey. Thank you so much for that perspective and insight. We just saw Colt Stevens and Thunder Roaris head back to the pits, so if there's anything wrong with him, we will, of course, let you know there from KCG.
Monster Jam fans, this is the semifinal round of JCB Racing. Our fastest 4 drivers have advanced to this round, but only 2 can make it to the final round. Make some noise if you're ready for more JCB Racing.
This will be our first head-to-head matchup in your semifinal round. In the gray lane, we have Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher taking on in the blue lane, Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. Now, Jurassic Attack had lane choice, decides to push Classroom Crusher there to the gray lane, and that is the lane that Camden Murphy raced in round 2. So we'll see if the strategy works for both of these 2 drivers here in both of their preferred race lanes. So Camden Murphy will advance on to your JCB Racing final round. We await to see his official time. There it is, 19.339, an incredible time. Fastest time of the night so far. Unbelievable time there as we're going to get set here for our last head-to-head matchup in your semifinal round. In the gray lane, we've got Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. And in the blue lane, we've got Lucas Stabilizer and Cynthia Gauthier. Cynthia Gauthier having lane choice. She chooses the blue lane, pushes Gravedigger to the gray lane. We will see who will take on Classroom Crusher. The winner must get a time faster than 19.339 in order to receive lane choice. Did not go in to the face of the ramp. Your winner is Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. What an incredible finish. 20.165. Classroom Crusher will have lane choice though here in your JCB Racing final round, but what a wild finish there for Gravedigger and Lucas Stabilizer. But she capitalizes on that 5-second penalty. She will move on to JCB Racing Finals. All right, our USHRI safety officials checking on Lucas Stabilizer as we're going to prepare here for our JCB Racing final round. Lucas Stabilizer, of course, taking on Classroom Crusher, but Classroom Crusher, an incredible time, 19.339. He will have lane choice. Now, he's been winning in that gray lane. Do you think he's going to put him back on the gray lane, or do you think he's going to choose the blue lane? We are about to find out here as we're going to get ready to see who will take the first 12 points of the night.
Indianapolis, this is the final round of JCB Racing. Our fastest two drivers have advanced to this round, but only one can take home the first points of the evening. Make some noise if you're ready to meet your final contenders.
In the gray lane, he is your 2024 Wow Factor Award winner from Itasca, Illinois. It's Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. In the blue lane, she is your 2019 World Finals High Jump World Champion, representing Lucas Oil. It's Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. The winner will collect their first 12 points and bragging rights here tonight as they get ready to do battle against each other here in the JCB Racing final round. This is Lucas Stabilizer's first entrance into the finals. Let's go racing! She does it right here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Make some noise! An incredible run by Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. Her first career stadium racing win. She does it right here at the home of Lucas Oil. What an incredible race there between Classroom Crusher and Lucas Stabilizer. But she is crowned the winner here tonight. Indianapolis, let me hear ya! Wow, what a celebration down here on the track. Cynthia, this is a huge moment. It is not just your first racing win of the year or of the season. It is your first career stadium racing win after so many years behind the wheel, after taking a year off to have your daughter. Talk to us about how sweet this victory is, clinching it in Lucas Oil Stadium.
This victory for all you guys, this moment is so special. My first stadium racing victory in the Lucas Stadium. Woo!
A huge celebration. These fans are behind you. They're excited for you. We're moving on to the Skills Challenge. I know you've been working on those Skills Challenge moves. Are we going to see you roll that momentum into this next competition?
Definitely, this is the best start I could ask for. You know, it's a teamwork. Me and Wyatt worked so hard. And thank you to Lucas Oil to make this happen. This is a dream come true. And I want to say to all the girls that
What an incredible story we have in the making here for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer getting her first career stadium win right here at the home of Lucas Oil. And of course, inside Lucas Oil Stadium, a 19.904 for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. Again, KCG and I were talking a little bit about how tricky those turns were. Classroom crusher Camden Murphy just unfortunately takes a critical error there in the last turn there in the gray lane. Cost him some points, of course, there in the chase for the overall event championship. But congratulations to her for the win here. She collects her first 12 points of the night. But the big story here as well is Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger had the opportunity to get some more crucial points there in the series season's chase right now. And he was 26 points behind the leader, Bar Musauer and Zombie, who comes in today with 416 points right before our JCB Racing competition. Now, he has made up only 1 point here in the series season's points chase. So he has 399 points versus Bari's points there. That keeps him at the top of the leaderboard in the series season's points chase. But coming up next, we've got our Monster Jam Skills Challenge. And of course, this is where our drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their sickest tricks on just 2 wheels, or they can do 1 Monster Jam donut. Of course, you, the fans, will be having your first opportunity to use judgeszone.com to help us crown a winner. You might see some poppers, stoppies, wheelies, maybe some new inventive moves, combinations. You never know what you're going to see out on the track there. That is coming up. Monster Jam Skills is coming up next. To take a deep dive into some of those skills that you might see, let's take a look at the video board.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here in 235. I'm here with Brandon. Who you here with?
Brandon and Bellamy.
Okay, you've been to Monster Jam before, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, we're going to play mini jams. This is how it's going to happen. We're going to have 3 Monster Jam mini jams on the video board. They're going to be racing. Let's see who we have competing. El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, and Megalodon. Let the races begin. Oh, who are you choosing, by the way?
Gravedigger.
He's got Gravedigger, y'all. It's a close one. It looks like it's Gravedigger. Oh, yeah. Hey, guess what? Your dad won you something really cool. Check this out. Monster Jam Spin Master Loop of Doom. Megalodon, this is for you. Yeah, buddy. It even has a little Megalodon truck in there. You'll figure it out when you get older. If you guys want a Spin Master, you can head to wherever you buy your toys.
Our next competition coming up is Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Again, this is your first opportunity to use judgeszone.com to help us crown our winner. You and only you will pick the winner of our Monster Jam Skills Challenge. And for more on that, let's throw it back to Jabari, who's hanging out in the stands.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Kay. So Monster Jam is completely unscripted. These next two competition, you will be the fans that score this next competition. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. Everybody take out your cell phones, go to your cell phone browser, and head to judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. We have it here spinning up on the banister here. You can also scan this QR code right here. That will take you to judgeszone.com. Now, when you get to your city code, that city code is IND. IND for that city code. Now, this is how all the judging happens. Either myself or Kay will let you know when scoring is open. You'll have 20 seconds to move that BKT tire up into the green to score the highest, or down into the red to score low. 20 seconds. Now, we've done this before. We're bringing it back. You guys are going to make up 50% of the scoring. We have an expert judge in Lucas Oil Stadium who will take on the other 50%. At the end, we're going to combine those scores, and that is what the score will be. Again, judgeszone.com. Make some noise if you're ready for more Monster Jam. What?
We are kicking things off here in our Monster Jam Skills Challenge with our first driver up, Joe Foley, X. He has one attempt remaining and waiting the word of our USHRI safety officials to see if he can refire. He still has that green light, but one attempt down.
Make some noise for Joe Foley in X. All right, now's your chance to utilize judgeszone.com. Head there right now. Use that city code IND. Lock in those scores right now.
An unfortunate start there for Joe Foley and Axe. That looks like our dirt squad will be coming out to take him to the back to see what's going on there. It sounded like he lost power. Time to get those scores locked in. Judgeszone.com. Let's take a look at the video board. Your scores are locked. You gave him a score of 2.893. Our next driver up, it is Jim Kohler, Avenger. We had the bicycle riding on those BKT tires, flips it back around. He has one more attempt left.
Make some noise for Jim Kohler, Avenger. 20 seconds. Lock in those scores right now, judgeszone.com.
So he tried for the second bicycle attempt and just was not able to get that move under his control. Nonetheless, the first attempt being a great bicycle move there for Jim Kohler, an Avenger, your two-time World Finals champion. Now time to see what those scores will be for him as the clock is ticking down there at judgeszone.com. You can, of course, use that super glue glued to the action replay as well. Your scores are in. Your score for Avenger, it is a 5.284. We're going to move on to our third driver as Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. We have one attempt remaining, the reverse popper from Megalodon.
Make some noise for Kevin Crocker in Megalodon. Scoring is now open. 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores right now. Judgeszone.com.
So Kevin Crocker tries for two reverse poppers. Just not enough power behind that Megalodon Monster Jam truck. Nonetheless, you are on the clock at judgeszone.com. Let's see what those scores will be here as you've got about 3 seconds left. Scores are in. Your score is a 2.398. We're moving on to our fourth driver up. It's Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Sap wheelie attempt for Vendetta. One more attempt left there for Mike Christensen. We got the popper, nose wheelie, back into a moonwalk.
Make some noise for Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Let's lock in those scores. Indianapolis, judgeszone.com. 20 seconds.
So we see the slap wheelie on the first attempt there, brought to you by the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. And then we saw the popper nose wheelie back into a moonwalk there. We're going to see that now in slow motion. The popper nose wheelie. And then we'll see the moonwalk. Time to get the scores locked in. Your score to beat Avenger, 5.284. Your score for Vendetta is... You gave him a 7.654. He is now our new leader as our next driver up. Armando Castro El Toro Loco takes to the track. We've got the popper, nose wheelie, drives it across the track. Can he keep going? He does. Now he's into stoppy. Rolling it back there to the moonwalk. Slaps it down. One more attempt left for Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. The stoppy into the brief pause, back into a moonwalk. Can he get it over the lip of the gray race lane? He's balancing it.
Make some noise for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Lock in those scores right now. What did you think? Let us know, judgeszone.com.
Take a look at the replay there up on the video board. The big popper into the nose wheelie almost throughout half the track. He is your 2024 World Finals Skills Champion. And we see from those two attempts why now it's time to see what you're going to give him here at judgeszone.com. Vendetta is your score to beat, 7.654. Your scores are in. Let's see that score for El Toro Loco. New leader, 9.175. We are going to look at that second move. It was the popper into the brief stop there, back into the moonwalk, and just kind of balances it on the lip of the gray racing lane. Right there, he stops and then gets it back over. What a great move there. What great two attempts there for El Toro Loco and Armando Castro. So he is the score to beat as we move on with Chris Kohler, Mayhem. A bicycle attempt for Chris Kohler and Mayhem. One more attempt left. He pops it off the Morgan backflip ramp into the nose wheelie. The brief pause and then back into a moonwalk. One more attempt, for Chris Kohler and Mayhem.
Let's hear it for Chris Kohler in Mayhem. Scoring is now open. Judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores.
Two solid attempts there for Mayhem, but the second one using the Morgan backflip. You can see that up on the Super Glue glued to the action replay. Phenomenal job there by Chris Kohler and Mayhem. Now it's time for you to decide his fate at judgeszone.com. Score to beat El Toro Loco, 9.175. Indianapolis, your score for Mayhem is... You gave him a 7.045. Our seventh driver up, it's Bari Musauer, Zombie.
Make some noise for Bari Musauer, Zombie. Scoring is now open. Let's lock in those scores right now on judgeszone.com.
Well, he is not a two-time Guinness World Record holder in donuts for no reason. Bari Musauer out on the track trying to get his balance back. Does the donut move? I don't know how many revolutions you were able to count. I lost track at least at 15, I think. Time to get those scores locked in. That's the first time we've seen a donut here out on the Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Scores are locked. El Toro Loco, your score to beat 9.175. Your score for Zombie is good enough to put him in second, 8.251. Let's take a look at that replay brought to you by the original Super Glue, glued to the action replay. Bari Musauer and Zombie, your two-time Guinness World Record holder in donuts. He is now sitting in second with an 8.251. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco currently holding the lead there. Mike Christensen, Vendetta currently sitting in third. Mayhem Avenger and Axe will round out your top six. We're moving on to our eighth driver, ready to attack the track. It is Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. We've got one more attempt there for Colt Stevens and Thunderoris.
Let's hear it for Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. Oh, Judges Zone is now open. Head there right now. Let's lock in those scores, Indianapolis.
Yeah, time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. You see the QR code up there on the video board as well. If you've not started scoring, you can do so at any time by logging on to judgeszone.com or scanning that QR code. So your scores are locked. Let's see that score for Thunder Roarus up on the video board. It is a 6.567. On to our 9th driver, Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Jurassic Attack taking some looks out on the track, trying to find the best option. And tries for that popper off the blue racing ramp. We've got the popper. We've got no steering wheel being used, and it's been thrown out of the windshield back into a reverse popper.
Let's hear it for Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. 20 seconds, that's how long you have. Let's lock in those scores now, judgeszone.com.
He didn't like the first attempt there, trying different obstacles, but that second attempt he lands with no steering wheel being used, but also goes back into the reverse popper. So one solid good attempt there for Jurassic Attack and Dalton Widener as we take a look at that replay. Scores are locked. Your score for Jurassic Attack is... you gave him a 7.647. So there we stand right now in our leaderboard here in the Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco is your score to beat, 9.175. He's still holding strong there at the top, followed by Barmy Sour and Zombie with an 8.251. Vendetta, Jurassic Attack, Mayhem, and Thunder Roarus round out your top 6. Our 10th driver up, it's Tyler Menninga, Grave Digger. It is the power bicycle move there by Gravedigger. One more attempt there for Tyler Menninga.
Let's hear it for Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. 20 seconds. Let us know what you think. 50% of the score. Judgeszone.com. Scoring is open.
Two phenomenal attempts there by Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. Now we had a super powered bicycle, and then we went into another bicycle, and he just pirouettes it. I thought he was going to save it. You can see he tries to throttle that and then just ends up on the side. But two great attempts there for Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. Your score to beat is El Toro Loco, 9.175. Your scores are in. Naptown, let me see that score. Wow, 9.001. The fan score low, 8.751. Expert thought it was a lot better though. All right, you've said it though. You have made Gravedigger in second. Now, Casey, I'd love to get your perspective here on what's going on and some updates here from our drivers.
Gauthier, our Lucas stabilizer driver, Cynthia Gauthier, locked in a huge racing competition win, but she was telling me that in the semifinal round, when she came over that final jump and when she landed pretty hard on the front end and ended up bending the tie rod in the front. They've already swapped out the tie rod. So this is the tie rod. These are the steering rams. So when the truck goes around a corner, the ram will go out or in depending on which way she's turning. The tie rod is responsible for making sure that the rams turn at the same time. So as you can see, the tie rod does exactly what it says. It ties both sides together. This one's nice and straight. But if we look this way, over here on the ground, this is the tie rod that came off of Lucas stabilizer. You can see it's got a nice bend to it. Now, luckily, this is a super easy component to fix. Usually takes about 5 minutes to swap in and out. So Lucas stabilizer is looking good for the skills competition. And we want to say thank you to the crew in the back, including crew chief Wyatt Havens, who celebrated alongside her when she snagged that racing competition win. But as of right now, she's looking good for the skills competition.
Casey, thank you so much for that Northern Tool pit report. And of course, our UNOH technicians doing a tremendous job there in the back to ensure all of our drivers are ready for the competition. Take a look at the leaderboard right now. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, still is the score to beat with a 9.175. And with that move there by Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger, that will now put him in second, 9.001 for him. Now look at this. Barry Musauer and Zombie now is pushed to third. Those two are battling it out right now for the series season's points chase. And that would be another point ahead for Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. During the skills challenge here. Of course, Mike Christensen Vendetta currently sitting in fourth. Jurassic Attack and Mayhem currently now your top six. Now on deck, we still have Classroom Crusher and Lucas Stabilizer both on deck here for the skills challenge here. Our series season's points standing right now up on the video board as well. 424 points belong to Barry Musauer and Zombie. Currently there, Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger, 25 points behind our leader, with 62 points behind our leader, as well as Classroom Crusher and Camden Murphy, who again is on deck here in the skills challenge. Jurassic Attack, El Toro Loco, and Thunder Roars there, your top six in our chase for the series season's championship. Our second to last competitor up is Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher.
Make some noise for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Scoring is now open, 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores.
It was the popper, and he was trying to ride it back down off of the ramp and was trying to save it there. He tried to kick that front tire off. Not been able to get back on all fours there for Classroom Crusher and Camden Murphy. You can see right there, he tries to save it, just cannot. That is the replay there on the video boards. Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Your score to beat still 9.175. El Toro Loco. Your score for Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher is, you gave him a 7.379.
Monster Jam fans, I am here in section 141 with this cool dude right here. We got the same hair. Yeah, man. All right, we're going to spin the Monster Jam wheel. And you know how it works. Whatever it lands on, that is what we're going to do. Spin it. Okay. Oh. Dance cam. I need everybody here in Lucas Oil Stadium to get on your feet and move. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Thank you so much for doing the dance cam, everybody. Now, one more question. Who's ready for more Monster Jam? Come on!
We got our final driver up, Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. Get those trucker signals going. Goes for the popper attempt into the nose wheelie, just a little bit too much power. One more attempt left for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer.
Make some noise for Lucas Stabilizer, Cynthia Gauthier. 20 seconds to lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com.
All right, let's take a look at the replay before we crown a winner. And we had Cynthia Gauthier with the big wheelie there for the second attempt. And of course, that first attempt being the popper back into a moonwalk. Your scores are locked in. Your score to beat is El Toro Loco, Armando Castro with 9.175. Now keep in mind, he has 6 competition wins here this season. Your score for Lucas Stabilizer is 6.935, which means you're winner of Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Now collecting his 7th competition win, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Armando, congratulations to you and your crew chief, Daniel Lopez, for another big skills challenge competition win. I know over the last couple weeks, you've been trying to find that groove again. Does this victory set the precedent for more wins to come?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, this is exactly how we wanted to come out. You know, racing didn't go as planned, but I'm kind of glad that Cynthia Gauthier took the whole thing, you know, so it didn't sting as much. So congratulations, Cynthia. But I was talking down there before we came out here. We had to come out here and throw down. You know, we are the defending two-wheel skills champions, so every single time we're on the track, truck. We have, you know, our target on our back, and, you know, it worked out great for us. We had two awesome two-wheel skills, had a couple combos. Man, it's my first time here in Lucas Oil Stadium. I'm having a great time, but thanks to my guy, Dan, right here. It's all right here for this guy. If it wasn't for him, I couldn't do it.
Well, coming up next, after halftime, we have the freestyle competition. This is what so many of our fans have come here to see. It seems like every single week, every truck that hits the floor, it's like the action gets bigger and better and bigger and better for freestyle. So talk to us about your plans for our final competition of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we go number 8 in freestyle, so, you know, I'm going to kind of set the bar. Hopefully the trucks before me, you know, kind of go a little easy so I can set the bar and take the momentum for the rest of the competition. But, man, more than anything, I love freestyle. You literally have 2 minutes to go out there and burn her down and do those crazy backflips, moonwalks, to kind of bring everything you've learned without the competition, bring it together, man. But, yeah, more than anything, gracias a todos. Y eso no estar aquí detrás de volante del Toro Loco. A todos mis latinos los quiero mucho. But, hey, Indy, if you're having fun at Monster Jam, make some noise!
Well, a huge congratulations there to Armando Castro and El Toro Loco, collecting his 7th Monster Jam Skills Challenge win here of the season. Right behind him, Gravedigger there, collected 4 throughout this year so far. Classroom Crusher with 2, Zombie with 2 as well. So a big congratulations to him here. And of course, our winner of JCB Racing, Lucas Stabilizer. But right now, this is halftime. Be sure to head up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise, and meet us right back here for the second half of action as Monster Jam Freestyle is coming up next.
We reach the pinnacle of today's event, the legendary competition of Monster Jam. Here we go, Indianapolis. This is Monster Jam. Yeah.
Backflip, 22 seconds remaining.
Make some noise for Tyler Miniga, Gravedigger. Let's lock in those scores right now. What did you think? Let us know. JudgesZone.com.
Fantastic start to freestyle. Lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip and has a nice little save there at the very, very end. Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. Scoring is open. You've got about 4 seconds left there on the clock. All right, your scores are in. This is going to set the precedent for the rest of the field of competitors. Your score for Gravedigger is... Woo, look at that score, 9.236. So take a look at the video board. This is your Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Keep in mind that this is essentially a highlight reel, a highlight package of all the great moves from each and every one of your drivers. You can use this highlight package to get those scores locked in at JudgesZone.com. So keep in mind, you will see the replay that'll help you get those scores locked in accurately and fairly for each of your drivers. A big score by you, the fans here in Indianapolis, 9.236. Naptown, you have spoken, and that will set the tone for the rest of our drivers. You can see where we stand in the BKT overall event leaderboard. Gravedigger is on top there with 20. Right behind him, though, 1 point. Behind him is El Toro Loco, and 2 points behind him is Classroom Crusher. We're going to continue on here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Coming up next, Jim Kohler, Avenger.
Make some noise for Jim Kohler, Avenger. Right now is your chance. Let's lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com. You got 20 seconds.
Jim Kohler and Avenger tries something different here out on the freestyle track and goes for the Morgan & Morgan 8-pack backflip ramp. Almost gets a double backflip there as that front tire just schemes across that big tire there. Unfortunately, not able to grab it and then lands on his lid. Nonetheless, a great run there for Jim Kohler and Avenger. Scores are locked in there. Remember your score to beat, 9.236 from Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger. Your score for Avenger is 8.436.
Beautiful people, I'm in section 111 with Wyatt. My boy here, you may remember him during trackside. We spoke a little bit, but we're going to play a game this time. We're going to play the helmet shuffle. You familiar?
Yes.
Oh yeah, big time YouTube watcher right here. Let's go ahead and put up the helmet shuffle right now. It's up. This is how this game works. We are going to put the trophy underneath the middle helmet, and then we're going to shuffle them around, okay? And then you have to guess which one it lands under. Let's shuffle it. Shout it out if you think you know. Everybody says 3. What do you think, Wyatt?
I'm going to go with number 3.
He's going to go with number 3. All right, so let's unveil the first helmet. It's not under that one. It's not under 2. It is under 3. Yeah, buddy. Here you go, my friend. That is how we play the helmet shuffle. Yeah, you got a Gravedigger. Oh, boy. You know, you got a Jurassic Attack shirt on. I think we got to do something special. But first, I'm going to send it back to Kay.
All right, congratulations to you. There we go. Gravedigger is on top, 9.236, followed by Jim Kohler and Avenger. Of course, we've got a lot more Monster Jam action on deck. Is Jurassic Attack, Mayhem, Lucas Stabilizer, Vendetta.
Okay, Wyatt is back, and he is going to announce the next truck.
All right, Indy, you guys have been electric all night long, but I need you guys to get a little bit louder for the next driver coming up next. He's known as the People's Champion. It's Stone Wonder, Jurassic Attack.
Looks like he's lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. And lands it, but breaks with 14 seconds left.
Make some noise for Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. 20 seconds are on the clock. Let's lock in those scores right now. JudgesZone.com.
A hard landing there on the Morgan & Morgan backflip on that back left tire there. Take a look at the replay. Huge air, lands the backflip. A great run there for Dalton Widener. Now it's time for you to decide his fate at JudgesZone.com as we are continuing on watching that replay brought to you by the original Super Glue. Scores are in. Your score to beat, Gravedigger 9.236. Your score for Jurassic Attack is 8.554. Puts him in the second spot.
Hanging out in crew seating, we've got Kennedy Bailey, who is the crew chief to Dalton Widener, but also his girlfriend. And Kennedy, I love that during the event, I love watching the action out there on the track, but also watching you celebrating, cheering on Dalton while he's out there doing freestyle.
I love it too. You know, we're on the road 24/7. It's hard. We don't get a lot of breaks. But seeing all that, that is worth it. Just being here, supporting him, it's all worth it. It's a dream come true.
Well, I think sometimes our fans see all of the action that takes place out there on the track. The event is awesome. It's exciting. But what they don't see is the hours of work that are put in behind the scenes after the event that you guys do to make sure that that truck is ready for tomorrow. Talk about the passion and the tenacity that's needed to make that happen.
Yeah, we like to say it's a 24/7 job. It doesn't stop. Even if nothing is broke, we are touching every bolt and nut on that truck just to make sure everything is on tip-top shape, and maybe so that doesn't happen so often. You know, tough breaks happen. He put it all on the line for you guys. How'd you like it, Indianapolis?
We absolutely love these Indianapolis fans, and it looks like you are representing the Colts out here, showing these Indianapolis fans a little bit of local love.
Oh, I love it here. We're so close to my home. What do you say?
But we've got so much action coming your way, Kennedy. Thank you so much. There's a lot more freestyle action coming your way.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here now in section 105. I'm here with Oliver. We're going to play a game, all right? The name of the game is Name That Truck. Okay, we're going to slowly reveal the truck. Before fully revealing it, you got to guess which one it is. You ready? Ready, Oliver?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, shout it out if you think you know the answer. Everybody help Oliver out. What do you think? I see some green, Oliver.
Gravedigger.
He says Gravedigger. Is he right? Yeah, buddy, Gravedigger. I got a really cool program for you for winning that one. Pretty cool, right? It's our 2025. Oh, yeah, program. Pretty cool, right? Thanks, Oliver, for playing. Make some noise if you're ready for Monster Jam, Indianapolis. Come on.
We've got our next driver coming up. It is Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Let's make some noise right now for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. There will be no score given to Chris Kohler and Mayhem. Keep in mind that our drivers must complete 30 seconds of their run to qualify for a score. Nonetheless, let's make some noise right now for Mayhem and Chris Kohler. Show them some love out there. Leaving it all on the line here for these fans.
Well, it is Mr. Excitement himself, Jim Kohler, driver of Avenger. And Jim, I know that Chris was just out there rocking it in the Mayhem truck. I know that's not how he wanted to finish his freestyle, but sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. We've all been there.
Yeah, this dirt's kind of weird. Like, there was a couple times out there in my freestyle it would hike up and then slide. So you really don't know. You're trying to push it, but you push it a little too hard, and that's what he did there. Caught him off guard, and it flipped over. It's a slippery but tacky situation. You know, I know he didn't want to do that. He wanted to rock it for the fans, but there's plenty of Monster Jam yet to happen. You fans are going to be on the edge of your seat the whole rest of the event. You guys are going to love it. Yeah!
Jim, you are known for wild Monster Jam action. It seems like we tend to see a lot more backflips on the far end of the track on the backflip ramp, but you have been creating some incredible chaos out there on the 8-pack.
Well, I feel that the fans here came to see a wild event, and the 8-pack is the obstacle that Dirt took the time to build and put it out there. And if everybody wants to hit that container down at the end, it's picture perfect. I call it the sissy backflip. If they want to hit that, that's on them. They want to hit a real man's backflip. The 8-pack is where it's at. That's where it gets wild. That's where the truck goes nuts. That's what the fans want to see. Yeah!
Take a look at the video board there where we stand here in the freestyle competition. Gravedigger currently still is the score to beat, 9.236, followed by Jurassic Attack and Avenger. You will not see up on the video board Mayhem as we continue on with Monster Jam Freestyle. We've got our next driver up. It's Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. She takes a look at the Morgan & Morgan backflip. And lands it! Can she save it? No!
Let's hear it for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer.
Take a look at the replay. She goes for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. She looks like she's landed it, but then the bounce, she tries to throttle through and then just a little too much lands on the side there. Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com for Lucas Stabilizer and Cynthia Gauthier. She will be our 5th driver. Remember the score to beat, Gravedigger, 9.236. Your score for Lucas Stabilizer is... You gave her a 7.878.
Monster Jam fans, Jabari back in section 101. Oh boy, it's time for us to have fun and spin the Monster Jam wheel. Let's put it up and spin it. Uh-oh, it's the Simba Cam. I need all the babies and all the children up. Hold them up high. Come on. All over Lucas Stadium. Hold them up. Yeah! Keep it up! All the babies here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Oh, that was excellent. Thanks so much for spinning that Monster Jam wheel and playing the Simba Cam. Oh, yeah. Who's ready for more Monster Jam? Okay, I got somebody here. Bam. Who would you like to introduce?
I would like to introduce my dad, Vendetta. Coming up next for you Lucas Oil fans, give it up for my dad, Vendetta Michael Christensen. Dude, I repeated myself so many times.
Let's hear it for Mike Christensen, Vendetta. 20 seconds on the clock. Let's lock in those scores right now. Indianapolis, judgeszone.com.
Take a look at the Super Glue TV action replay. Lance Morgan and Morgan backflip continues on his run and fulfills all of the time. Ends it up with a little donut action. Time to get the scores in. Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Our sixth driver here. Scores are locked. Your score. Okay, Chris, or Mike, we see you. Your score for Vendetta is All right, 8.296. Not a terrible score there for Mike Christensen in Vendetta. So the happiest man in Monster Jam there, Mike Christensen, Vendetta, gets the 4th spot here in freestyle currently right now. Of course, Gravedigger currently the score to beat 9.236. Jurassic Attack, Avenger, Vendetta, and Lucas Stabilizer are your top 5 drivers. Remember, you will not see Mayhem on that leaderboard, so keep that in mind as we're going to move on to our 7th driver here in a moment. The freestyle competition is underway. Keep in mind, Bari Musara currently has 5 freestyle wins this season, followed by Gravedigger with 2, Mayhem with 2, and Avenger with 2 as well. Now, if you've not started scoring, don't worry. Scan that QR code right now and get those scores locked in for judgeszone.com. On deck, we have Thunder Roars, El Toro Loco, Zombie Axe, Classroom Crusher, and Megalodon still to freestyle here in this competition. So a lot more freestyle on the way to you fans. Coming up next, we got Cole Stevens, Thunder Roars. Can he save it? Can he save it? Throttle through!
Make some noise for Cole Stevens, Thunder Roars. 20 seconds on the clock. Let's lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com.
The momentum was there. He wasn't able to throttle through and continue on his run, but momentum got him back on all fours, and that still looks pretty cool there out on the Monster Jam track. See that replay right there? Oh, if he had just been able to throttle through, he would have been able to continue on that run, but what a cool look there on that super glue glued to the action replay. He did leave 30 seconds left, a little less than 30 seconds on the clock there for Colt Stevens and Thunder Roars. Scores are locked. Your score is, woo, that's a good score, 9.141. Still in the lead though is Gravedigger.
The entire stadium was on on their feet for the finish of Thunder Roar's Freestyle, but so was this lady, Shelby Fisher, crew chief of Thunder Roar's. Shelby, what a fantastic finish to that Freestyle.
That was amazing. You know, right before Freestyle, I told him, I want you to send that truck. I want to see what you can do tonight. And you guys, he got some good air out there. That was a great backflip. It was cut short a little bit, but that was still really good.
Talk to us about how you guys, you've been working together for a little while now, but this season you've been trying to kind of catch your footing, get that momentum, keep that consistency out there on the track, and you two work as a team to make that happen.
We definitely work as a good team. I think we have a really good relationship. You know, we're constantly talking over the comms about what the track's doing, you know, what we're thinking, bouncing ideas off of each other, and we've been talking all night about all that.
Well, a fantastic finish for Thunder Roar's out there on the track for Monster Jam Freestyle that puts him in second place right now. Shelby, thank you so much. Still in the lead is Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger, but a lot more heavy hitters to come in our final competition of the day.
That's right, Casey. On deck, we've got El Toro Loco, Megalodon, Classroom Crusher, Axe, and Zombie still yet to freestyle. The leaderboard up on the video board, 9.236, is Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger, the leader there. Cole Stevens now getting the second spot with a 9.141. Dalton Whitener, Jurassic Attack, currently sitting in third, while Avenger, Vendetta, and Lucas Stabilizer round out your top six. Let's take a look at the leaderboard for the BKT overall event points chase. Gravedigger currently is in the lead, but El Toro Loco needs to get a score higher than 9.236 and beat out Gravedigger to potentially take the overall event championship here tonight. Classroom Crusher is still in the mix though. He is 2 points behind Gravedigger, followed by Jurassic Attack, Zombie, and Lucas Stabilizer. Rounding out your top six here in the chase for the BKT overall event champion. Coming up next, we got Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. He's got 33 seconds left. Lines up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Lands it pretty hard, but can he continue on?
Let's hear it for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Let's lock in those scores. Indianapolis, 20 seconds. JudgesZone.com.
Crazy run there from the Crazy Bull, just lands out of bounds there, and so he's not able to fulfill the rest of his time. Nonetheless, lands a Morgan & Morgan backflip, has a nice save there with the good tumble. Time to get those scores in at judgeszone.com for our 8th driver here in freestyle. Scores are in. Your score to beat 9.236. Gravedigger, your score is... You gave him an 8.782. You take a look at that replay up on the video board. The tumble right there. The momentum carries him back on all fours and is able to continue on his run. Lines up for that backflip. Lands it, but just a hard land. Lands him out of bounds. So we have just completed our 8th driver on deck. We still have Axe, Zombie, Classroom Crusher, and Megalodon yet to compete. But Gravedigger still holding strong there. He has held the lead from the first truck out. So what an incredible feat here as we continue on with our next driver, Kevin Crocker, Megalodon.
Let's hear it for Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Lock in those scores right now, 20 seconds, judgeszone.com.
He lands a Morgan & Morgan backflip, but just a little too much over rotation. Lands him on his lid there. But Kevin Crocker and Megalodon throwing down his freestyle run here. Time to get those scores locked in, judgeszone.com. You've got about 5 seconds left here. Member of Team Scream here came back to us to Monster Jam after about a 5-year hiatus. Time to see what your score is. 7.707.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here with Connor right now. He's going to try to win a prize, but first you got to do some trivia. You cool with that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, here's Camden Murphy with the question on the Monster Jam video board.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, Camden Murphy here, and it's time for Monster Jam trivia. How do you start a Monster Jam run? Is it A, car keys, B, a dedicated switch, C, a phone app, D, by saying please? You know the answer. Let me hear it.
I mean, is it A, is the car keys jangling? Is it a smart app? Or by saying please? Or is there a dedicated switch? Which one do you think?
I think it's B, a dedicated switch.
He thinks it's B. Oh boy, let's see if he's right.
You guess B. You got it.
You got it. Yeah, buddy, here you go. Got your little El Toro Loco truckin' pal. That's what we call Monster Jam Trivia.
Just a reminder where we stand right now in our Monster Jam Freestyle competition. Gravedigger is the score to beat. He's held that lead since the first truck out. And Colt Stevens and Thunder Roar is currently sitting in second. El Toro Loco, Jurassic Attack, Avenger, and Vendetta round out your top 6. Coming up next, we got Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher.
Whoop! Let's hear it for Camden Murphy, driver of Classroom Crusher. Let's lock in those scores right now. JudgesZone.com, 20 seconds.
Scoring is open, just a little under power there on the Morgan & Morgan backflip, but definitely gets some big air here throughout his run. Some great momentum as well. Get those scores locked in for our 10th driver. Only 2 drivers remain on deck is Axe and Zombie left. Scoring is now locked. Your score for Classroom Crusher is, you gave him a 7 across the board right there for Classroom Crusher.
This guy had everybody on the edge of their seat at the end of his freestyle. It's Colt Stevens, Thunder Roar's Colt. What a gratifying finish to that freestyle.
I ain't gonna lie, Casey, I needed that. We know we had a rough get-go. We were fast qualifier yesterday, and I thought I could do that today again. Unfortunately, the truck and the track bit me in racing. Didn't have such a great skills, but you know what? We're a freestyle world champion. I knew we had to come out and throw down. Shelby told me right before we went, she's like, take it out of the truck, let's go. And that's what we did. The truck was working so great. Unfortunately, under-rotated the backflip just a little bit, but it worked out in our favor, and we were having some fun. How about you guys?
These fans are loving the action, and I want to touch on something that we're doing new for this series. We've seen a couple of the other series, including Stadium Championship Series West, do it, but this is the first night that we have an expert judge in tandem with the fan scoring for freestyle. Talk to us about your thoughts on that.
I think it's a great aspect. You know, I love the fan judging and everything that goes along with it, but I'll tell you what, having somebody that's sitting in the seat before or knows kind of what's going on event to event and sees us driving with a broke truck and stuff like that is definitely a huge deal. So having somebody in our corner that kind of knows what's going on besides just the fans are great, but I'll tell you what, having that aspect definitely adds to the event for sure.
And Colt, talk to us about how you've been driving for a long time, but you've also worn many different hats, including commentating on television for Monster Jam as well. So you kind of bring a different edge as someone that is a Monster Jam driver, but also a fan and a commentator as well.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And I still use commentating to this day. Me and Shelby will be in there, and I'll be talking to her. I'll be walking her through the runs, talking about what Tyler's doing. What can I do different? What do I see on the track? And I use that to my advantage. But there's nothing better. I'll tell you one thing, coming from the driver's seat to the booth was a lot better. You know, being able to take that aspect, put it to what the fans could see and what they were looking at, and being able to see what we're going through out there as drivers. It was definitely an awesome opportunity. But I'll tell you what, the seat is where I belong, and we proved it here tonight, and I can't wait for what's left. We still got a lot of season left. We still got another event tomorrow. So you guys, if you don't have your tickets yet, you need to get your tickets to tomorrow's event, because I'll tell you what, that truck kind of is too much in together for me, and I'm ready to tear it up even more.
Colt, we always love listening to you. Love your excitement so much, and a fantastic freestyle. So congratulations to you and crew chief Shelby Fisher. We've got more freestyle action coming your way in just a few moments.
On deck, we got Axe and Zombie, but there is the leaderboard. As another reminder, Gravedigger currently still is the score to beat. 9.236, Thunder Oris, El Toro Loco, Jurassic Attack, Avenger, and Vendetta all are your top 6. Axe and Zombie are our only 2 left to freestyle here before we crown not only a freestyle winner, but an overall event champion. And Gravedigger is also the leader of your BKT overall event points chase here. He has 20 points, and he will be looking to try to maintain that lead here with only 2 more drivers left to freestyle.
Well, we've got some members from Team Scream up here ready to introduce our next truck for freestyle.
Indy, are you ready for the wild man, Joe Foley in X? Woo!
The clock is paused for Joe Foley and Axe. Waiting to see the official word from our USHRI safety officials and our Monster Jam officials. What's going on at the moment? He still has the green light, though, to continue on his freestyle run. Remember, he must complete 15 seconds of his run to qualify for a score. 60 seconds, otherwise he will lose 1 point. And I'm getting the official word. He will not receive a score. Make some noise, though, for Joe Foley and Axe. Just show him some love out there. Frustrating end to freestyle.
Monster Jam fans, it's time to spin the Monster Jam wheel again. Oh boy, this is going to be so exciting. Let's put up the wheel and see what it falls under this time. Yeah. Okay, it's the DJ cam. Let's get this thing going, everybody. Lucas Oil Stadium. Let's pretend like we're a DJ. Come on, K Young. Thank you so much for spinning that Monster Jam wheel. I need you guys to get as loud as you can for our last driver in freestyle.
It is Barry Musauer, Zombie.
Indianapolis, Barry Musauer, Zombie. 20 seconds on the clock to lock in those scores. Indianapolis, you know what to do.
All right. This will come down to you choosing between Zombie and Gravedigger. Your score to beat, 9.236 from Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. Your score for Barry Musauer and Zombie is 9.078, which means your winner of freestyle, Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. We are going to put those points towards the overall event champion. We are about to crown a winner. Take a look at the video board. He is your BKT overall event champion, Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger.
You know, Tyler, it's not often Congratulations to you and your crew chief, Matt Gahn. It's not often that we get to see Gravedigger come out first for Monster Jam Freestyle. You said at the beginning of the day that you were excited to set the bar, and with all of that consistency, including that freestyle win, you're taking home the trophy at the end of the night.
Yeah, you know what? It feels awesome to take this cold hard art trophy back to the Gravedigger camp right here. It's been a rough month for us on this tour right here. Tonight was redemption. I feel awesome, and I told you guys in Indy, I love coming here. I love this stadium. I love you fans. And coming out first, I'm laying down the law. I don't care. That freestyle was for you. This feels awesome. I got some family here. This night is awesome. Thank you guys.
Congratulations to Tyler Menega and Gravedigger. There we stand in the series season's points chase. He closed down the gap just a little bit more. Only 22 points behind our leader, Bari Musaur and Zombie, with 444 points. So congratulations to him. He is our overall event champion. Jabari, you are back here for the second time in your career here in Indianapolis, aka Naptown, Indy. I mean, did you have some fun?
I had so much fun here at Indianapolis. You know what my favorite part is, right?
What is it?
Of course, the fans.
Oh, yeah,
if you had a good time, Indianapolis, make some noise. See?
They're having a blast. Of course, we're going to be returning back to the action here tomorrow for week 11, round 17. Jabari, you got any your final words left?
Oh, stay classy, beautiful people.
Of course, of course. And of course, we want to thank you all for coming out. And on behalf of Jabari Thomas and KCG, I am Kay Young. We hope you had fun. And we hope to see you tomorrow at our next Monster Jam.
The keys in the ignition, so drivers fire your engines. It's a battle to the end. Never give up, no, never give in. It's grit and guts, dirt and dust. Get out your seat and put your hands up. Let's ride, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's ride, let's go. This is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on earth. It's the Monster Jam, yeah. It's wheelies and backflips, donuts and burnouts and walk-its. Full throttle, head to head. You be the judge of which truck's gonna win. Let's ride, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on earth. It's the Monster you say jam, monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say jam, monster.